correct. There is fire. It is the crimes and punishment. Oh my god, 1 second. Ah! Ah! Sorry. I forgot about that, but it's crimes and punishment, Sherlock Holmes. And of course, because we just finished another game and we're almost at the 4-hour mark, this one's not going to be very long, but you know, like, we can get halfway through the case. Maybe? There's a lot of saving. There's a lot of back and forth. Anyway, continue. Just finished Black Peter's death case. We can either finish another one or get like halfway through. And I'm like, that's fine. Let's do that. Also, wait, how many times did I technically die in the last one? Twice, right? Twice. Okay, cool. I'll be sure to note that. Oh, look how gorgeous it is. Oh, I forgot how pretty. Ah. Sorry. So pretty. Like, really? Is that really the leap? Oh, technically, it's the Testament of Sherlock Holmes, Mag Runner Dark Pulse. Then they made this game. What is Mag Runner? Oh. Mag Runner Dark Pulse is an action puzzle game in which technology confronts the Cthulhu mythos as imagined by the author. You are Dax, one of the 7 Mag Runners selected among the elite to participate in MagTech Corporation's space training program. I might have to look at that, because that sounds hella cool. Alright, Harpooner's Revenge, the grotesque murder of the former captain. Oh, is this them, like, talking about the evidence and the resolve? And I did. Fate of Black Peter. Kane's is... That's nice. Alright, what's someone else's case? Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now this game has problems. It just closed! What? Why? Is it the patch? No, the patch was specifically for the other game. Crimes and Punishment, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you break on me now. Sherlock Games, get some help. You know what? It's Sherlock, okay? He doesn't need help. Sometimes. He does need help. He literally has Watson. Watson helps him. All the time. Well, I'm gonna check my settings. Maybe there's something that's just like, you know, a little too strong. Graphics too good. Can't handle it, right? Yeah, we're pretty high. Let's bring that. Let's turn that off. Shadows, they don't need that strong. Post process, don't need that strong. Put it on that. Yeah. Relaunch the game. Yes, I need to relaunch the game for it to count, apparently. But it's okay, because I'm gonna edit this out. Just see me blink, and we'll be back here. Blink. Smash. Fudge. Oh, it's not even on Steam anymore. Oh. Da 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 dun dun. Why? Wait. I wait for new games, because imagine trying to play a brand new game that everybody's hyped about, but the system just can't handle it. I don't think we get our new thing until next week. So. My system harder than it needs to be. You know? Doing good for what it needs to do. Oh, look at that! It's saved perfectly right here. Oh no, don't be another save bug. Ah. It's still gorgeous. Hi, Watson.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
Hey, you're fine. Say call a cab. Do you mean like physically call?
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
When we... see. Oh, I was doing my Twitch thing and I totally forgot about it.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
I didn't touch anything. What are you doing? Get back in there. Okay. Okay, paused itself and then it kicked me out to my desktop.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
I need at least like an hour of gameplay.
But
I keep...
Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick,
Something.
fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
Game's haunted.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
The next morning, very early. Keep my hands up. Well, this went off the rails pretty quickly. Wait.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Okay. I didn't touch anything and it's fine. And now you've been carted away. Whee! Yes, first person. I love first person.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Okay. That is rather odd. Oop, F?
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
You can do it. You've been training for this. Good.
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
I'm sorry. What? What's a railway sleeper?
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Good thinking. The wood planks the rails rest on are called sleepers for some reason. Huh. I learned something new today, class. I learned something new almost every day. It's amazing. Especially with games set in different regions and times. I'm just like, what does this word mean? What does this word mean? It's like, oh. They just said he was sick, and they're like, no, he's coalescence. And it's like, you got a thing?
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Life partner.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Well, I guess the wooden planks are a different material these days. I don't know. The last time I was on a train track, rails, still giant wooden beams they were using. Most concerning was that some of those beams were broken, and the metal, like, screws that were normally attached to the other beams were just floating there. I was just like, That and there was another portion of the tracks where the rocks that were holding it up were out and the wooden beam pushed out, and I was like, seems safe. Don't know about the US, but in the UK for a time we called speed bumps sleeper policemen. God. Ah, the UK. Sleeper police. Full gray hair. Oh. Aggressively scanning you, sir. Spots of earth. I know everything there is to know about you.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Also.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Why do you sound suspicious?
See you later, my good man.
Why do you sound suspicious already? Trust him. Like, how can you not remember me from last night? Like you'd be like, yo, dude, you were the one there when the train disappeared? Wild. It's 1D to be given up on leaving the platform. I know pence, pound, shilling? Selling? What's... I don't... It's located at Bridlington.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Okay. Position, locomotive, coal, car, first class, postal wagon, special wagon, ordered by and then second class car.
Here is the train set. A telegraph.
It was in the station. Oh, there it is. No? There it is. Just tummy. Later. What is this map you told me about? Balloon?
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Question, Larry.
See you later, my good man.
Genshin? When I read that, my brain reads it as Kirara, but I'm like, and I also know that Kilala is a kitsune fox from Inuyasha, and I'm like, or Genshin, yes, okay, perfect. I was like, this is Genshin. Confirm before I think it's a fox from Inuyasha? Old anime? What are we doing? Oh, the waiting hall. His office. Okay, setting here. Ta-da!
This map will be useful.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Found a map. Down the tracks now? Look at all these people here. That is pretty cool. Shout out to the animator. Ooh, game, you okay?
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
I need to get back into it. There's been so many events, like birthdays and like stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I'm busy with Fortnite.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
There. But I still do the daily check-ins, so I know that when I hop back in, I'm gonna be like, that's it, Scoozy. Alright, solve the mystery, find out what the special wagon was carrying. Now I need to go to somewhere else. Station. You have to go to a different station. Tracks? Or do I tell you I have your map? Yeah.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
I had to completely rest one down to just daily commissions, grabbing teapot cash, rum items, and bosses. Games be so needy sometimes. Just a little. But that's why we love them, and that's why I feel bad, because I'm like, there's so many, like, wonderful games out there, like those, like, Harvest Moon type games where it's like, or, you know, Stardew Valley, but it's like, those games, in theory, can go forever, but also when you rush it, it loses the magic. It's like, you could, in theory, stream Stardew Valley forever, because you could be like, oh, it's a new day, oh, we're gonna romance this person, oh, we're trying to get all of the fairy items for the, you know, the community center. Freaking desert place, and you're like, now we have all the desert place to explore, but it's like, can't rush it. Plus, it's so much more friends. Because then you could have one friend in the dungeons killing monsters, and then you're just up there harvesting crops. You're like, I'm planting turnips, and you just hear your friend in Discord going, die! Die! And you're like, I'm harvesting turnips. It's great.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Story stuff and Stardew's only the first 2 years, but it could be played forever. No, I mean, like, you could play the game for years. And it's like, if you're bad at those type of games, then what would normally story stuff that takes 2 years would have to be, like, consistently repeated. Because I'd be like, wait, what am I doing? Who am I romancing? Like, God, playing with my friend who has beaten the game many times. She absolutely loves it. I think we didn't get our husbands until, like, year 3, because we were so distracted doing everything but that. And then I was like, oh, gotta give him his coffee. Because I went for the doctor, because I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna have somebody be my partner, it's gonna be the goddamn doctor. It's gonna be somebody in this village. And I think she went, or she couldn't decide. She was stuck between 2 people. And I was like, that's fair. Every morning, I just woke up. We did our, like, little daily chores. And then I was like, oh, I didn't give him his coffee. Damn it, where's he? And then eventually I seduced him and I think I married him. And then the, like, I guess funniest but meanest part was that he would sleep at my house, and I would just tell him to go do farm chores, and then I would go to my friend's house, and we would sleep in bed together. I'd be like, I'm with my bestie. My husband can sleep alone. Great. He's fine. Enjoyed it. Penny. Always Penny. Expanding Stardew with the fat cow mod is fun. There's what now? See, we never even got to the cows parts. Like, I think all we did was farm. Get to the very bottom of the dungeon. Like, that was our main focus, was the dungeon. We got to the desert, and we got, like, halfway through that dungeon. So, I have no idea where we are now, because that was before COVID. So, who knows where we are? Fat cow mod. The cows are real sized and not skitty. I don't think I even remember what a Stardew cow looks like, so maybe that's why I'm like, oh, but I'm like, yeah, cows are large. How skinny were the cows before? Hello? What are you doing? Oh.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
What's up? Got here. Oh. Close. Cheap ticket. Trade. Skin. It's also a cosplayer and expanded. Ooh! Nice.
Please calm down, sir.
Played forever.
What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night, I were on the train, as usual, with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
You look so comfortable. I love your bag. Oh, it's Mr. Robinson!
Good
Hi.
day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Is he Australian? Is that the accent we're going for? Because I'm like, he's got the cowboy hat. That's why I was like, at first I was like, maybe American, but I'm like, no, he's got a bit of that, like, you know, British twang, but it's also mixed in with, it sounds like an Australian thing. Alright, sir. What you got for me? Yeehaw. What was it somebody said? Where they're like cowboys, yeehaw, and ninjas. Ha-yee or something. You know, hi-ya. Expensive clothes. Heavy gold ring. I'll put you stay married. Gator boots. Fancy crocodile skin.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them, Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barkazis company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Okay.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir. It is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barkazis Chilean company.
Alright. Chilean stay on the train was just a coincidence. The train conductor overlooked it, or the directors intentionally left. I did my tea. What is here? Reveal your secret, sir. Pop up everywhere, so. The fact that it popped up has like, you know? You the... Let's chat with you.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
So much.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Holmes? You don't want someone to explain the proper procedure and rules? Shoes on the other foot. Young age. Proud of you. He knows his statutes. Clothes. Instructions.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Damn.
Apart from the what was it?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
Go on.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
Why do I have a feeling that your friend was getting
We ought to
murdered?
visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
He keeps giving me tea. Oh, there it is. Give me that.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Alright, prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. Up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount, 15,000 pounds. Insured duration, 1 year. Well, he said it wasn't worth much because he was...
A telegraph.
Alright, let's go talk to Robinson.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Yeah, the poster for Craven the Hunter just dropped in.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Find out what was carried.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Watson, we're committing crimes together. Let's go. Oh God. Okay. All single. Well, one of them is going to be accurate. Fudge. there's nothing even in the center. Okay. To have it, okay. How? Uber lined up. This doesn't need to be. Can't really see what I'm doing. Committing crimes with my best buddy, Watson.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Repayment.
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Oop. It's a disaster. Even though he planned this fraud, he has lost far more than he could gain. The insurance will not cover the total loss of the costs. Out. Bring a lot of easy money to Robinson thanks to the exclusive and multiple fraudulent. As it said, up to $50,000. I'm gonna say this for now. For now, we'll let the plot develop. I like these like more. You got socks. Oh, got blinders. Fancy boy. Hey, man. We're petting a horse. There. Perfect. I was like, I see it. Chesterfield. Go talk to the station master. Be like, you okay? Sent this very suspicious telegram. Makes me think you're dead.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
Oh.
A telegraph.
You might have just been drunk.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
That's me. I don't. I just know SOS, and I was like, never forget this, Nina. You never know. With the fancy plate of food. Maybe it's not fancy to you. Pretty delicious looking.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18 hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
But you never know, right?
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
How new of a policy is this? Clean clothes. I'm just waiting to be like, you're proper pissed. Married, kudos to you. What? Fishing line? Spend your time fishing and drinking out here?
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Yeah.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Alright, the train passed through despite our being unsure if the station master sent the report. Drunk and his testimony seems unreliable. He could have sent the report without witnessing. Right. For the moment, I want to say this. No. Ooh, Tony, because I know you've been busy. I don't know if you're aware, but the Tangia, like, all the channel point redeems have been brought down from the full, like, 10k to 1k. To mess around and troll a bit. What wakes up? Wake up! Sleep. Pretty much there's other character TTS and of course Talking Hand, but I have removed my TTS. Who knows when it'll come back. Waiting hall. Bitch. Oh, you ran through the other door. I was like, where'd you come from? It's my space bar.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
Oh boy, here we go again. Oh, sweet. Easiest one yet. Oh. Or scratches.
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Hey.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Try. try... What is this? Like, there's, like, little shelf thingy. Like, sort the mail where you can just, like, throw a bunch of, like, bags in. Just, like, open it and it comes out. Like, hello, sir. You tell me about the mud and the wine.
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to do Pangea. In theory, I'll be. In theory. Okay. Trying to do. But it's freaking out on me. This is what's showing on my phone. It's trying. It's trying its best. Alright, so the workers. I imagine we have to go investigate along the shoreline. Right?
Ah, will I...
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Thanks, you. Just wanna... Oh, yeah. That's right. Don't care. Or what I supposedly lifted railway. I'm guessing they built, like, a fake train here. You know, had the lights, the sounds, and everything, and then as they got close to the station, they just, like, turned it off and took it apart or something. Oh my god. Shut the front door.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
Mainly about Pangea, why it's working but not working. Gotta wait. A dismantled handcar seems directly connected to our mystery. Reconstruct the handcar to see if we can imitate the vanished train. Let's go.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Oh, I have to... oh.
I should use...
Are we really building this? Okay.
I should use the... So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Let me guess, you're in need of another cog? Almost. Almost.
We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Oh, snap, ghost train. Technically, imagination train, but yeah. Alright, those materials are gonna be at the other place, because they're at that storage place. Hello? Give me this long pole. Fire. That's a axe. What the fudge is that? That axe is huge. Oh, I don't have to go there. Oh, sweet. All the parts I need right here. Alright, excuse me. Imagination. Ghost train. Coming through.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight.
Choo-choo, boo-boo!
The headlight is attached.
Spook, spook, boo-boo!
The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here.
The best damn mini train ever.
The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So, such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
I just want to try something.
No matter how I look at this, I am in the wrong. And I have looked at this thing like 100 different ways. From my point of view, from their point of view, 98 others, and no, bottom line, I'm in the wrong. I'm the bad guy.
Just to test it to make sure it works. But what do you call a ghost train? A boopy or something. What did you say? Yeah, what do you call a ghost bee? Sorry, a ghost bee. A booby. That's great. What shenanigans are Holmes and Watson getting into today? Well, we proved Holmes' innocence in the last game after he murdered somebody, killed himself, and then got his ass handed to him by two random thugs. And then I, Watson, saved him. And then we kind of murdered him with the help of the chemist. Not her, we murdered the Moriarty. And then, you know, Holmes got a daughter. Moriarty's daughter. It's fine. But right now we're trying to solve the mystery of a ghost train in Crimes and Punishment. That's what we're up to. Bad timing? Perfect timing. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the best timing. Masterful Vince. Yes, yes. Okay, so we made our spooky train. I tested my Tangia thing. I'm probably gonna remove that setting so that way it's more. Watson, I blanked. I got sucked into chat. Where am I going? Ah, yes, our archives. Which is back here. Hydrate. Ah, sugar and water. We are hydrated. My beautiful archives. Where are they?
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Nearly a giant box of my things. Watson, where are my things? In here. No. Can help me. This is the place. And we had all our luggage, and you're like, oh, I don't want to carry the luggage. Hydrate before you dihydrate because it's nearing 110 F in some Central Texas places. Nina is a hummingbird. Confirmed! Wait, hold on, go. I mean, with how crazy my heart rate will go up from just stretching, I wouldn't put it past me. I would not put it past. I can't even lift a box and then my heart's like... Hold on, I can't see her. I want you to appreciate her goddamn beauty. Passed out. Blondie's in the hall passed out because she's got the thick fur. She needs the cool tile. Alright, Watson. Where's our shit? What'd you do with it?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
This is the station where it disappeared. We had all of our boxes right here. You mentioned the cabbie. Unless... No. No. Or... No. I can't go all the way back home, right? These places. Go check out the cabbies. Yes, living that good life, I wish. But imagine so. 500. Ew. Might have to go through my channel points. So you can only have, I think, 100. It's not my stuff. Watson, who has our stuff? There it is.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Whoop. All right, this looks right. Part they want to. Huh, maybe there's multiple lakes. Nap. I've tried.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham. and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham Station.
All right, where do you want to go? Examine the railway at the switch. Okay. It's Pride. We lack switches around here. Alright. Like in the sticks. Alright.
Mines. This is interesting.
Come, Watson. Oh, apparently not. Assuming I just investigate the handle. These villains really switch things up.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Why? 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 Why?
Because I can.
It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Side railway branch that leads before at the station. Look, faster. Mines. The mines. Such a good partner, reading over his notes.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
Oh, can you imagine a train just...
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised. Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Oh, wait, I'm not done. Back to your deductions. Vanished earlier. The train never reached Evesham. Sorry. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare train parts from the Chesterfield station. Pile of stuff.
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside.
A bomb, is it?
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
I'm sorry. Distance? Distance? Nope, we're gonna do it real close. C4. Dynamite.
Dynamite.
When did we come up with C4? Was that like World War I or World War II? Hello, Rip! Again! How are you doing this lovely day? Mines were collapsed to hide the train. Dynamite was used after it was moved inside. They collapsed the dynamite. Somebody wanted to close them. Intentionally. Same thing. How you been? I'm amazing, thank you. I'm doing good. I'm a little bit up from this weekend's cemetery gig, but that's okay, because we found a person. We had 2 funerals. And I found some potentially more markers, but the dirt was just so dry, so it was hard to get out. And then a short film we did last weekend is going to premiere on Wednesday. And that's kind of all I have at the moment, besides doing all the Sherlock games, which we are close to the end, because it's this. And 1. We already did Devil's Daughter. Then Chapter 1. Then oh. And that's the one I'm most excited for, because that's the most recent one. I think Plastic Explosive was a World War II development. Really? Oh. I think maybe first is Plastic. Got my new CPU and GPU. Holy shit, I'm using 12% on Destiny. Congratulations, Rep. I know I bought myself a new part for like $800. It's okay, it's for the stream. We can write it off as a business expense for next year. The original RDX base material was developed by the British during World War II and redeveloped as Composition C when introduced to the US military. It was replaced by Composition C2 around 43 and later redeveloped around 44 as C3. Oh. Okay, good job, British people. Made C4, good job. Cool, I had a feeling it was like, what did I get? What did I get, class? I put it in my Discord, because I was like, which one? And then I was talking with one of my other friends, and they were like, that one! And I was like, yeah. Because they got... I think they got the Gaming X Trio. So I got the Asus TUF Gaming GeoForce RTX 4070 Ti 12 GB. Because I currently have an 8 GB and a 3060 Ti, so I was like, let's take the next step. Oh, there you go, Diggins got it. 4070 Ti. I just went more uber technical and looked at the screenshot. God, that shit's so fast. We got the same card? Let's go. I'm excited then, because I'm like, ooh, streams. Ooh. 12 GB 4070 from Gig. Nice, nice. Oh heck, this is a tongue twister. Hold on. Set. Cyclotrimethylide nitrilithiramide? I messed that up. That's a... What CPU you got? I don't know. What does my rank 1 say? What does my rank 1 say? What do I have for my CPU? Get build custom rigs. Big word hurts, head takes nap. Hold on. Hold on, I got you. I got you. And that Nina. Rank 1. One of these explosive chemical is classified as a nitromine alongside. He was used widely in World War II. Common. Cool. So it's definitely a World War II. Whoa, why am I getting these one thing? Run it on this computer, Nina. I've never done it on this computer, so my computer's like, what are you doing? Type it in rank 1. I don't know what that means. And it's like, rank1.global. That's a quick, easy place I have all my, like, what my computer is. Because it's a custom computer, and it's got, like, parts from lots of different people. So I'm never 100% sure what's in there until I look at this thing. Talking about processor. It's an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 6-core processor, 3.60 C. RAM's 32. If that helps at all. You got 2 CPUs? Do I? I don't know. I have a beautiful Frankenstein computer. I don't think I have 2 CPUs. I think I just have the one, right? Vince, you've had your hands in my computer. Ignore the one. What do I have? No, you don't have 2. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? I know nothing. Said rank, so that's why. Oh, I was talking about the website. Rank1.global. It's the place that tells you what my system is, keeps track of all the games I've ever played on stream. By the way, what are we at now? 448. There's like maybe a couple that couldn't be added because they were demos, and IGB doesn't accept demos. So, 450 plus. Wow, that's a lot of games on stream. Oh, really? We've done over 450 games in our 2 years? Alright, let's keep going. The fuck? Who's crinkling? Nina's getting my previous CPU. There you go. He's got the magic words and the smarts. And tell me, how much is shipping? I want to give you gift. Gift for gift. Or is this is this my birthday present? I'll gladly accept it as a birthday present. Well, no shipping. Please ship.
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
Perfect. Nightmare. Why? Voice update or hardware issue. Motherboard can't use 5000 series CPU. Jeez, I didn't even know that part. I want to say hardware issue? Quick, Nina, pop quiz! Ah!
The Mexican company Caracao and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
This chipset is a 350. Is that even me? He's using big words at me. Alright, I imagine there's nothing else in this area. It's dilapidated little house. Oh. Alright. Let us go to station. Thank you for stepping back, Watson. You're like face. Appreciate the distance. Upgraded to 570, then upgraded to 58, so now I'm gifting him. Ah, yes. Small. Hi, bye.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
Bruh. Cigar.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Is that a sombrero?
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Threw it on the ground.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
The station is actually nicer than the other stations. That it's a halfway. Alright, station master.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
The sums are quite impressive. Betting slips for horse racing.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
Two companies both wanted to purchase the mines, had established an initial deal and had prepared all the papers, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the conclusion.
A telegraph.
Set. No grudge. The Mexicans held no grudge against the Chileans. Business is business after all. One did all the proper paperwork, the other one was like, connections. I'm thinking somebody got mad and stole the whole train.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Do talk to the station master. Actually, I know I forget. I'll be like, oh, where am I supposed to go? And it's like, got sucked in the conversation, Nina. Ooh, that sounds fancy, Rip. I have what I need. Skins yet. Playing in swamp water. Oh, master? Station master?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
Ollie, sad that you're losing all your money to horses. Button. He was married. Well,
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know?
I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
You gave him a 30, 70? Oh. That's so sweet, oh my god.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
Y'all about to make everybody happy. They're just like, oh, thanks, Uncle Vince, for the computer parts.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Gambling. Horses.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Nice. Nice. Making at least a 360 my custom rig. I learned real quick why everybody was like PC Master Race. And I was like, no, Xbox 360 for life. And they're like, you can't do mods. And I was like, I don't need mods. And then I played Skyrim with mods. And I was like, I understand the appeal now. But I will still appreciate Xbox holding me down for almost 2 decades.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
Nina and Chad have a great rest of the stream. I'm being dragged to go plant shopping with my sis and dad. Bye, Vince. You have a good one, too. Let's see if we can solve the history of this goddamn train. At Doncaster, talk to the cigar smoker. He left. Where did he go? Want to leave. Tried this. That didn't work, which I feel like the station master would stop him like, hey, sir, where are you going? Maybe he's back. Left load.
Railway post bags. This post bag belongs to the station master.
Lawyer? Reply to your last warning letter. I wish to assure you that I shall soon honor all the latest installments that I need to pay according to my debts. Faithfully. Oh. Letter to wife? Wife?
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
Genshin Scholar? 4 MS? Is this? But I know a bunch of, like, updates came out and events are happening, so I imagine they install them all. Train passed through Doncaster Station. The station master reported it. The train never passed. Sent a false report. I can see him being bribed. I can see him being bribed. 4-hour download? Yeah, that seems about right. God, because what was it? For like this past 2 weeks, it's been like back-to-back events. Like, it's characters' birthdays. It's new events. It's... There's like contests happening where it's like, oh, if you do this in co-op with friends and take photos, so I imagine just... I don't even want to know how big mine is, because I haven't been in there for a couple of months. So I imagine it's probably gonna take a hot minute. Unless everybody's downloading at the same time. Oh, he's back! Sir, don't
Please,
leave
sir,
again.
we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
This voice actor. My Wi-Fi is good, though I normally get 100 ms. What's eating all your Wi-Fi then? It's me. Sorry, I'm kidding. I could imagine the request to be moved to a different station was due to trying to avoid loan sharks, which is blackmailable. Yeah? Yeah, I can see him trying to avoid them. You know, small, random station in the middle. No one knows where you are. Less likely to cause problems. Cigar. Alerts. Kick my ass. Strong build. Wrinkles. She's on the bed. Just tell her to go to sleep there. Be like, Alexa, quit eating my Wi-Fi.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
It's your cigars?
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Yeah. Why you always lying? Sorry. Are you hovering? Man, you have some impressive leg strength.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Really? That's pretty interesting. Your butt's not even touching it, my guy. Nice. Nice. Solve the mystery, examine the side. Side. Inspect the... So you kind of just left. Oh, there are so many Tangia things. I'm trying to figure out which ones I can add channel points.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by a carriage. Look. Nothing interesting here.
Hold on, trying to measure shoe.
Nothing interesting here.
The long thing?
Nothing interesting. Nothing. Nothing interesting here.
Want me to... Ah! Okay, I have to measure something.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Mention the tracks.
Nothing. Nothing in.
A measure.
Nothing interesting.
Gonna hit the skip button. I don't want to. I just don't know what he wants me to measure.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
About that? No! Oh. I've reached my limit. I'm only allowed 50 channel point redeems. Oh no! I was able to add like a couple. So good.
An abandoned gypsy caravan.
Say that word.
This place was abandoned fairly recently. Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
Gonna be Poland and Genshin. Ooh, who are the banners right now? Because honestly, like my main thing was Zhong Li. As soon as I got him, I was like, set. I'm set. What's left on the sand? Maybe. I don't know. I don't have them, so I probably should pull for them.
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
And one guy from Dendroland. Ooh. Gray-haired guy that everyone thirsted over, or is it the fox guy? You don't know. Quickly! Go go! Genshin Banners. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's the gray-haired guy! Okay. Maybe. Yeah, Kazuha. Banners are changing. Can you say his name? Oh. Hi to him? Ham? Of course you got Jingling, Yao Yao. Yao Yao? Maybe. Maybe. Also, the new cat girl, who's not an actual cat girl. Like, she's got the tail, and I think she has the feet. She doesn't have the ears. What's her story? It's great for pulling a bunch of enemies into a bunch of new evil things to them. It'll take 9 years. Can't launch game. Yeah, I was a Dendro healer. She's the one with the cute little rabbit and like the giant bells. I have her. She is adorable. I love her. Right? That's Yao Yao? Okay, so somebody broke a dam. Oh, up that way? Is that a path? Kirara is a two-tailed yokai who works for a package. That's her! Okay. Her name is Is it Kiraba or Kilala? She can go out and see the world. Yeah, and she like turns into like kind of like a cat package thing, right? And like runs around. Oh, that might have just been animation producer, but great. Kirara. Okay. Cool. Because there's a character that exact same spelling in Inuyasha, and it's pronounced Kilala. Threw me for a loop. I was like, what? And it's an R, and they're like, Kilala. And I'm like, okay. Bet. I gotta go revise. You have a good one, Nina and chat. Bye, Rip. Good luck on getting the update for Genshin. Under level 92 sign. So jealous, Larry. So good. Found the beach near the lake. Let's see. Encyclopedia? Economic science. Technology. Hello? Are leaders in heavy goods transportation. Label belongs to the Mexican. Rubber ship electricities. Tiny.
Here it is.
Urawa can do evil things with Badabado's water applying ring. Imagine the amazing combos you can. Alright, examine the side railway branch at Evesham. Examine the side branch that leads to the quarry at the station between Chesterfield and Evesham. It's not that? Is that Doncaster? Evesham. Oh, I have a deduction? I have. I got no clues. Sorry, was that clue suspicious Mexican? Alright. Held a grudge against them as we're favored for purchasing despite... I'm gonna say there's a grudge. Oh. Mexican trap. Mexicans organized the Chileans to stay on the train. That is why the Controlled removed all the passengers except... Okay. Mexicans had recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. Train. A device on it. And a bunch of Chileans. Knows what they did with them. Probably murder. Because, you know, grudges. Grudges were handled like prank wars, but like innocent prank wars where it's like, oh, I have unscrewed the cap of your salt shaker. Mwahaha, your lunch will be salty forever. Versus like murder. Okay. That's what they want us to inspect? This sideway thing? Nope. You're on the map though. Sus. Alright, Station Master, you got anything new for me?
The entire train has disappeared.
Watson, what was the last thing you told me?
What should we do next, Holmes?
I was trying to get to the sideway railway branch at Evesham, because on the map, it shows it right here. Unless it's this right here. That's where the train went poof. That's why I'm like, what are you doing? You know? That's my archives. Excuse me, Watson. Oh. I think a cow in the distance. Sorry, floating grass. Okay, so if we can't go to that building, because that's not the... whatever. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chester and... I imagine I have to go back to camp we were just at. Something. Sorry. Flooded. Yep, bubble bubble. You hella flooded. Okay, nothing, right?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Let's go back to the beach. Something I missed. Like, you mentioned the dam, so, like, why can't we go investigate the dam? Bust open the guide. Block my way, because let's go over there. Portable. Blood. Blood? Okay.
An advertisement for lake cruises.
You made a place that holds water behind a wall. Damn, son! Let's go. Side railway branch to the quarry at the station located in Chesterfield and Eastham. Doncaster. There's something I have to do here. Examine the side railway branch in Eastham. I tried to get here, but then it teleported me back. Watson, help me. Chat, you're Watson. Gentlemen know something. Gentlemen, you... Nope, you don't know anything. I can't even approach you before my map shows up. Is that the entryway? None. There might be hope. There's hope. Useless.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
They need it for their fake train? Oop. Traces? Wheel traces? Heavy vehicle traces?
Traces. Let's take a closer look. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. Nothing interesting.
Just do like a thing?
Nothing interesting.
Like in between so you know how wide the axle is?
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
Oh my god, it's bigger than me!
These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Okay. Cool. Means I could hide under this vehicle. I could sneak in like a spy, because I'm just... Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, bum. Sorry. Secret agent spy. What's up with me? I love him. Dialogue. To who? The station master? Station master, what happened? What happened to your house?
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
Try favoriting stuff that has channel point. So that actually might free up space for 3 more. Alright. Side railway branch that leads to the quarry. Station located between Chester. Got the green dot thing here, so I know I gotta go here. Watson! Buddy. I appreciate you. You let me walk first. I appreciate you. I'll hold the door open. Come in, Watson. I hold the door open. Come in. Come in. Try to be gentlemen. Offer you the door. Well, maybe now that I have all this evidence, I can be like, hey, buddy. What's going on? Floaty McFloaterson?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
I appreciate you. Something. Their entrance to the quarry? Excuse me, what's this?
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Let's go. Oop, 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 oop.
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Ooh, we are almost at our 6-hour mark. Ooh. Find a stopping point. Probably after this section, since I'm so like... Probably find a nice stopping area.
The railway ends here. That is strange.
Train. Water? Okay. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. Somebody stole the rails. Temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. I want to say mines, because it seems like the train went in there and then they hit it. Mines. Oh! Recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport... That's the vibe I'm getting. Train could have been sunk in the flooded quarry, or it's missing. Yeah, it was sunk. Okay. I'm at this moment. Oh, did I miss a clue? Oh. Train is sealed underneath the collapsed mines. Oh! Oh, we're about to wrap up the case. Oh, okay. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath the collapsed mines to hide their crime. Inhumanity towards has cost many lives. We must act quickly, contact Lestrade, and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. Or, a criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted, and turn to his own advantage. Ooh. Ooh. Part of me is like, international conflict. Hoopla, let it burn! But I'm like, nah. But I'm also like, killed a bunch of people. But you only killed right people? That doesn't sound right. Like, they didn't just outright kill the whole train. They're like, no, let's get all these people off the train, except the ones we want to kill. So it's like, dang. At least your anger was directed to who you intended, and you weren't like, casualties, schmasualties, innocent bystanders, meanders. I don't know. Yeah. I hope it's right.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dig out the mines.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, he got bribed. So got bribed. Sometime later. Watson. No, not Watson. Assassin? Hitman. Holmes?
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Got hand!
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yeah.
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Killed me. Alright. It was carefully planned murder. Cost many lives, the decision was made to act quickly. Lestrade will be informed. Alright. Mexicans sealed in the Chileans. Blind justice. Let us... Oh! They didn't seal him in? Does that mean they drowned him? But we got all the clues. Really? I guess they drowned him. Oh, that's even sadder. Wait, so if I replay ending, does that mean I get to change my decision? The benefit of choosing the wrong answer. The moral choice was made. Oh. You can only choose this. No, I'm fine with that. You're about to finish the case. The save file for this will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice NinaMeep and you're ready to start your chapter. Yes. Blind justice. Personality ranking? Neutral. People solved the case the same way. Oh! People made the same morale choice. Okay. So not everyone thought they were trapped in a mine. Oops. Bloodbath. Huh. Where's Tom? Oh, God.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
Yeah, you're pale, bro.
Oh, you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Can I just leave right here? Or do I need to, like, get out of this?
The pupil is dilated.
Skip.
The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Okay.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
You have to... It's counting in my head.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Holmes.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
Oh, Jesus.
Good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the buff, but... what?
As I said.
And they were tied together.
You are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Ooh.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
Oh.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Watson doesn't have a hat. Oh my God. Wait, what? The Titanic? I just need to get into, like, where I'm walking and moving so I can safely leave. Ensure that there's a save. Yeah. I love that. A romantic god rug. And he's like, oh, oh. And it's like, I mean, what, 1890 something? When did Titanic sail?
What a beautiful place.
Actually,
With a
18
dreadful murder.
earlier.
The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
1812 before World War I. Wait, they didn't say Titanic specifically, they said Oceanic. Or is that the same company that made the Titanic?
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
It's the company. So yeah, it's the company that made Titanic, right? The former British shipping line, founded out of the remains of a defunct packet company, gradually rose up to become one of the most prominent shipping companies in the world, providing passenger and cargo services between the British Empire and the United States. And ran it. Yeah. So, there's nothing about the Titanic. I mean, yes, they're the ones who made it and ran it, but that's not what we're talking about.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Right.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
How do you know it was a murder? I have so many questions. No, but they mentioned them. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they were founded in 1845. Wait. The Titanic was 1812. Huh? The actual ship. Oh, 1912. I was like, I thought I read 1812. Okay. Ooh, it was ordered on 1908. Which works, because White Star Line was founded in 1845, and they ceased operations in 1934. Yeah, I bet the Titanic thing didn't help. The unsinkable ship! Awkward. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up here because we're approaching the 6-hour mark and I gotta edit these videos for you guys, but we're gonna continue Crimes and Punishment tomorrow. And I will mess around with Tangia some more so I can give you guys some more channel point redeems, because honestly, some of them are really fun. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Zoo is Massey. Bye-bye!